Welcome to the Bay Area drop seat kit installation video by BaggerWerx. If you pre-assemble all of the tools that you plan on using for the installation, you'll save yourself maybe a good amount of time. I stand 5'7" and I have a 32-inch inseam. And if you notice on this stock road glide, I'm not quite comfortable with my heels and the balls of my feet flat on the ground. I have to actually stand up in order to get any kind of good balance on the ground. So I wanted to show you a before picture, and after installation I'll show you again how much better my feet fit. First thing we'll do is remove the saddlebags. Be sure to set them someplace safe, out of the way, where they won't get scratched. We'll reuse them. Two D bolts, 2 D pins hold each bag on. Next, we'll take off the front saddlebag bracket and seat strap bracket. Set them aside for reuse. Takes a 7/16 socket, one on each side. Next, we'll remove the seat with a Phillips head screwdriver. We will not be reusing this seat, so you can do what you want with it. Set it aside for resale. Now we'll remove the side covers, the stock side covers from each side of the bike. There are 3 metal pins holding it into 3 rubber grommets. Next, we remove the strut chrome covers. On this bike, there's one T40 Torx bolt holding the strut cover on. On some bikes, you will have 3 bolts here, here, and here, holding on a chrome quick release bracket for the backrest for the passenger. Next, we'll remove the 2 bolts holding the muffler to the bag support rail, 1/2 inch. Now we'll remove the bag support rail. The top bolt is a T40 Torx. The rear bolt is a T40 Torx and 1/2 inch wrench. And the front bolt is a T45 Torx and 9/16 inch wrench. Next, we'll remove the antenna from the antenna bracket, and then the antenna cable from the bottom of the antenna bracket. Now cut the wire ties holding the cables to the bag support rail.
Okay. Is that good?
Yes. The only real difference besides the antenna bracket between the right rails and the left rail is the addition on the left rail of the air shock fill valve on the left rail. That's on the top bolt, T40 Torx. And remove the other two nuts and bolts on the bag support rail, just like you did on the right side. Next, we're going to remove the two nuts holding the fender support bracket onto the fender.
Now you're removing the air hose fittings from the shocks.
Push in on the red fitting and pull out on the hose. Push in on the fitting, pull out on the hose. Set it aside. I'm going to remove the fuse box and fuse box tray. First off, we're going to cut these zip ties that are holding all the wires bundled up. Okay. We're going to remove the 40 amp maxi fuse. And then we have one zip tie here, one zip tie here, holding the tray to the wire harness behind it. Next, we're going to remove the fuse box tray from the frame, two T40 Torx bolts. I'm going to take the plug for the rear, okay, like that, and unplug the harness. Next, take the data link connector, pops out. The ABS diode. Data link connector, siren plug, okay, and then we release, right here is a clip to release the wiring harness cover, rotates up and off the tray.
Hey, Tail, it's Billy. Hey, man, I got a quick question for you. The pin striping that's on your side covers, was that done, is that stopped, or was that done after you bought it? That's stopped? No, it's the pin striping.
Now the 40 amp maxi fuse. Press both sides in and pull it out.
Yeah, there's pin.
Now we'll remove the ECM from the ECM tray by pushing these two clips to the side and lifting out, removing the tray. Remove the black or the red keeper from the plug, and then rotate the black or the gray lever to the back and take the plug off the ECM. Now we're going to remove the ECM tray. There are two T40 bolts back here. If you have a California bike, you're going to have the purge solenoid for the charcoal canister located right here. Slide that to the front to remove it from the tray. And then remove the tray from the metal clip that holds the battery in place. Remove the battery. Remove the positive and negative cables, Phillips head screwdriver. And then using the nylon strap provided with the bike, we'll lift the battery up and remove it. Now we're going to remove the coil, the ignition coil. First off, we'll remove the plug wires from the front of the coil, which is located here. And plug wires are on the other side of the frame. Okay. Now, 3/16 Allen socket. We're going to remove the 2 bolts holding the coil in. Pulling the coil up, and be careful to remove the ignition trigger without damaging the plug. Here we go. Remove the 4 battery box bolts, T40 Torx.